Emotionally unavailable men. They are not bad men, but they are not men you should open your heart to. And if you have, you may have been discarded like an old rag, or he may have slowly pulled back until he disappeared from your life altogether. And this was after he confessed how much he loves you. And the truth is, he probably does love you. Emotionally unavailable men want love and they want to be loved, but their fear of rejection outweighs their desire for love. Men who are emotionally unavailable have to do a lot of inner work to heal their fear of love and intimacy, and too many have just not done that inner work. But my question to you is, have you done yours? Because women who date and repeatedly date emotionally unavailable men do so because they have not done their own inner work. And so if you repeatedly find yourself in relationships or involved with men who don't have the capacity to love you, and you are tired and you want to stop, this video is for you. But first, I'm Vanetta, and welcome back to My Sister, My Seed, a nonprofit on a mission to empower and inspire women. This channel is totally dedicated to self-love and inner work and embodying the most powerful gift God ever gave women, our divine feminine energy. So if this sounds like a community for you, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so we can stay connected. Now, let's jump into why we date emotionally unavailable men and what we need to do to end the cycle of dating men that cannot love us. Because at the end of the day, that's the real issue here. When you repeatedly find yourself involved with emotionally unavailable men, you are choosing subconsciously, but still you are making a choice to date men who don't have the capacity to love you. And again, they may want to love you. They may even try really hard, but because they have not done their inner work and they have a fear of connection and closeness and intimacy, they tend to run from love, not towards it. But again, the question you need to ask yourself is, why do I date emotionally unavailable men? Men who don't have the capacity to give you the love that you really, really want. And there are several reasons why women do this, and I'm going to share with you 3 important reasons why. Now, of course, there are more that could be added to this list, but I chose these 3 because they get to the core of why we tend to pick emotionally unavailable men. And I say we because I chose and attracted men like this too. And in my experience, these 3 reasons are why. The first reason we pick emotionally unavailable men is because subconsciously we are likely emotionally unavailable ourselves. And it may be difficult to see this because just as it is for men, emotional unavailability is something that is happening in our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is very powerful. It is so powerful that it is the subconscious mind that makes 95% of your decisions. Your subconscious runs on autopilot. And this is where your core beliefs and values are stored. And it is your core beliefs and values that influence all of your decisions. But the thing about the subconscious mind is that it was formed very early in life. So if you had a childhood where you felt unloved and undervalued, which is the core wound of emotionally unavailable people, you likely developed a belief that you weren't worthy. And if you've never challenged that belief in a real way, maybe through therapy and intentional meditation, that unworthy belief is still there influencing all of your decisions. So if you have a deep-rooted feeling of unworthiness, it will cause you to pick partners that can't or won't love you because these partners match your core belief that you are not worthy of full love. This means that your subconscious belief about what you're worthy of only signals to those who can give you what your subconscious believes you desire. That's reason number 1. The second reason you may attract and choose emotionally unavailable men is because you have a need, and it's probably a subconscious need to prove or validate your worth. You believe that if you can get this emotionally unavailable man to actually love you, you prove that you are lovable and worthy. And you do this because in your subconscious belief, love is earned. So you seek out emotionally unavailable men to validate yourself so that you can earn love. The third reason you may choose an emotionally unavailable man is because it's a distraction. Listen, choosing and trying to help heal a man with his emotionally unavailable issues is a distraction that keeps you from focusing on and healing that issue within yourself. And if you pick emotionally unavailable men to avoid addressing your own issue, it is often a way to avoid doing the harder work of focusing on and healing yourself. So again, the 3 reasons we attract and choose emotionally unavailable men is we feel unworthy of full love, we need validation because of our belief that love is earned, and because it is a deflection and a distraction from doing our own inner work. So how do we break this cycle so we can avail ourselves to a partnership that can give you the love you desire and deserve? Well, first you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest about the fact that there is a part of you that feels unworthy. Listen, honesty is key, and acknowledging that you feel this way is not a reflection of who you are. A lot of us have been raised to not fully believe in our intrinsic value. So don't beat yourself up for not fully knowing your worth. Just being honest about it so you can break the cycle and get the love that you deserve and that you desire. Because only when you are honest and real with yourself can you heal yourself. You will never heal what you won't reveal about yourself. Second, find the origin of where you learned that you weren't lovable and pour love there. Somewhere on your journey, you were taught or told that you weren't worthy of love. And this belief was implanted in your subconscious and your psyche. But you don't have to hold to that belief. You can simply find it and uproot it. And one place I suggest you look to find the origin of this belief is your relationship with your father or your initial caregivers. Listen, you need to investigate if you have a father wound. And a father wound is a type of trauma that develops between a child and their father that can have a long-term impact on the child's self-worth and their adult relationships. Now, you could have suffered a father wound if your father was not in your life at all, if your father was there physically but not emotionally, or if your father was abusive. And this includes physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. Listen, our relationships with our initial caregivers shape how we do adult relationships, because these were the relationships that taught us about ourselves and our value and our worth. And so if you repeatedly pick emotionally unavailable men, you have to go back and revisit that relationship and heal it by reparenting yourself and giving yourself the love you didn't get from your father or your initial caregiver. Now, the origin of what you need to heal may not be connected to a childhood trauma. Maybe it was an incident that happened to you as an adult. Either way, you have to find the origin of what taught you that you were not lovable or that you have to earn love, and then you need to pour love into that space. And you may need counseling or therapy to help you do this. You may need a life coach to help you go through this, or confide in a friend who holds space for you. Whatever you need to do, do it. Get to the origin, uproot it, and pour love into that space. Now, for me personally, therapy was something that really helped me understand my childhood trauma. But what really moved the needle for me in terms of changing my subconscious mind was meditation. Listen, meditation is the third way that you can break the cycle of repeatedly attracting and choosing emotionally unavailable men. And I personally recommend 2 types of meditation. One is sleep meditation. Listen, science has proven that while we are sleeping, our subconscious minds are still conscious. And so you can give your subconscious a new program by positively affirming yourself. There are countless YouTube channels devoted to sleep meditation. Some are hours in length, 8 to 11 hours in length, and you can put it on while you are asleep, and it will change and recondition those old programs that tell you you are not lovable and worthy to new programs that tell you you are. The second meditation is conscious mindful meditation that you can do while you are awake. And this will help you clear your mind and control your thoughts. And in this process, controlling your thoughts is key. A clear and uncluttered mind helps you understand and see yourself in more depth. It helps you hear yourself more clearly and challenge negative thoughts and negative self-talk so you can shut down all the negativity that does not align with who you really are. Listen, meditation is powerful and effective because all real change begins in the mind before it shows up anywhere else in your life. So if you really want to break the cycle of dating and being involved with emotionally unavailable men, changing your subconscious mind is the absolute game changer. And when you put these steps in place, when you are honest with yourself about any lack of self-love that you may have, and you find the origin of that lack and you pour love in that place yourself, and if you are intentional about changing your subconscious beliefs, I promise you, you will only attract and choose those who will love you the way you desire and deserve to be loved. Now, I hope this video was helpful. I would love to hear in the comments if it was. Do you have any experience with dating emotionally unavailable men? If you do, I know you have a slew of stories to tell. And if you did, what was your process for breaking that cycle? I would love to hear about it. I know other women who are going through this same issue would love to hear your encouragement, so please share in the comment. Now, do me one last favor, hit the subscribe button and share this video and this channel with another woman who may need this kind of support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.